He has the question. Mine is that 15 years ago, I was addicted to drugs and alcohol, and I was disconnected from source, myself, my family, and I was a great disappointment. Whether it's God or source gave me...
We want to just clarify something. We know you have a story you're used to telling, but we would like to edit it and make it more vibrationally accurate. Do you mind?
Go ahead.
15 years ago, I was under the influence of human misunderstanding and couldn't take it. And so I escaped through drugs that gave me some relief. And because I lived in a physical world who needed me to perform for them in order for them to find satisfaction, I disappointed them. But that's on them. And in the process, I launched rockets of desire that have served me and could serve them extremely well. Therefore, this is the amended part of the story. I have no regrets.
None.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, when source energy gave me that moment of clarity to help find my way, I connected with others that had similar experiences, and they were necessary and I needed them. But they wanted to talk a lot about my defects and...
A little more editing here. They felt necessary because they were the next logical step for the clarity of my understanding. And so it's a wonderful thing when you begin to care about how you feel, because how you feel is your indication of your harmony with who you have become, or better said, who you are in the process of becoming, or not so well said, who you have become. Who you have become is better said, but you think it's better to say who I am becoming, but we say it's better to say who you already are, but you say it's better to say who I am becoming, because we have a disagreement on whether you have become it or not. Because from our point of view, if you have vibrationally become it, you have become it and the rest will follow. But you say, I haven't become it until I can see it, and that's what's slowing you down. You want to see it before you believe it. And if you need to see it before you believe it, then you're just regurgitating stuff that you've already seen, and not much is changing for you. But when you can know it because of its vibrational feeling, in other words, when elation is what you're reaching for rather than the reason for the elation, now you're cooking. When feeling love is what you're reaching for rather than someone to love, now you're cooking. When you figure out that hooking up with your inner being's perspective about what you've launched as desire and creation, when you figure out that the better you feel, the more in the flow of the becoming you are, and as an eternal being, that's what it's all about. When you understand that there's always going to be more in the pipeline, because you're eternal and you can't get it done. If you could get it done, you can't get it done, so there's no point in even saying if you could get it done. If you could get it done, no point in saying if you could get it done, because you can't get it done. But if you could get it done, no point in saying if you could get it done, because you can't get it done. There's no point in even teasing you with that if you could get it done stuff, because you can't get it done. You can't get it done, you will never get it done, and you can't get it wrong. Ooh. You can't get it wrong, and the reason it can't be wrong is because it is not done. It might be in contrast. There might be something that others want to call wrong because you're not pleasing them right now. But we want you to come to the place where pleasing them is not what you are about, because pleasing them is about them shoring up their reality. They need you to be the way they need you to be so that they can look at you and feel good. And what you want to say to them is, that's your deal. Don't ask me to stand on my head so that you cannot pay attention to your own guidance. Don't ask me to be complicit in the flawed premise that our emotions should follow the manifestation. I know that our emotions lead the manifestation, that how we feel is what happens to us. How we feel is the indication. In fact, there are two indications of what you're doing vibrationally. There are two indications of what's going on in your vibrational mix. One is how you're feeling while it's happening, good clues. And the other is how it's manifesting, old news. So there's pre-manifestational awareness, that's what your emotions are about. And there's post-manifestational awareness, that's what's manifesting. So now you know everything that matters. We've enjoyed this interaction immensely. We're eager to talk with you about whatever you want to talk about. There is nothing off limits. It is our absolute knowing that together we are going to take thought way beyond what it has been before. You're going to have deeper understandings about things. You're going to come into alignment with who you really are. You're going to feel greater clarity as we chew together here than you usually do, because as we play together and you focus with us, your vibration will rise, you'll hook up with your broader perspective, and you'll have clearer understanding of things. And when you leave here today, you'll be different than when you entered, because your vibration will, without question and without exception, will have shifted to a frequency closer to who you really are and what you really want. And so it's not just today that we are thrilled about. It's what comes next. It's the results of this time that we are playing together. The other day, someone wanted to talk about cause and effect, and we said, that's what that is. Higher vibration is a cause, and better life will be the effect. Raising vibration is the cause, and clearer understanding and faster manifestations. Happier is the effect. Focusing is the cause.